as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Come on. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check 24, check 24. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Whip. Rush the whip.
Leo, fight.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't gonna keep going.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10.
Go.
He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Hey, Alpha.
Now this time he'll lift and throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, ready. 70 in. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Okay, ready. Mark 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Second and 13. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
On the ready. Mark 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's been a long day for you.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go.
Big river.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go now. And Lobo. Focus, defense, focus.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, high 7.
Off the play fake. Eason. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Ready. 50, plant.
Watch twist. He's coming. We got double up.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Running it, Washington. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Smoke.
58's the money. It's our field.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Rock Ya-Sin, a rookie 2nd-rounder from Temple, there to make the play. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Switch. Back.
Gone. Fire.
On 3rd down, Eason looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the 2nd quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On first, here's Washington. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now.
2nd and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First down, Colts.
Here's Marlon Mack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Stop trying. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You better be afraid of me.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Go. Go.
2nd and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and long.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing on first down. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Eason throwing the out route and complete. That's Schwartz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
11 yards on the play. Brings up third down and
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Eason. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Pardon, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Check. Watch 54. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon.
Here we go. Watch the slant. Watch the twist. There you go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They run the draw play with Mack, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Here we go.
Their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Fire.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.